Hi, it's Julian Dougharty, President and founder of DFS Marketing. DFS Marketing is an insurance marketing organization, or IMO. We wholesale fixed index annuities for some of the largest insurance companies in the world. Our clients are independent financial professionals who sell fixed index annuities and life insurance to their baby boomer and senior clients. Today, here in our Houston headquarters, we are having our 2 Comma Club meeting. The 2 Comma Club meeting is where we bring in groups of multi-million-dollar fixed annuity producers. We talk to them about the services that DFS Marketing offers, how we help them see more people, and really how to get technology to the forefront of their business. It's not very easy for people who aren't used to technology to start getting used to it, and that's what we do during our 2 Comma Club meeting. Today I've got Jeff with me. Jeff, thanks for coming out and meeting us here at our 2 Comma Club presentation. You know, this video is typically designed for agents that have sold millions of dollars in business all the way down to that first producer who's never sold a fixed index annuity. I like these educational. There's nothing better than asking a $1 million producer a question that's very hard to explain to a customer, and having that producer actually explain it so we can all learn from it. And I get this question a lot. It is a scary question when it comes to renewal rates on these fixed index annuities, these cap rates, these fixed account rates, these spreads, these income rider fees. How do you explain a rate increase, a rate decrease? How do you explain renewal rates is really the question. And there are some very, this is a very scary subject to a lot of different agents. And, you know, most agents can also put themselves in a bind by making a recommendation or suggestion on a index crediting method, and the customer may not get a return that year, and they're going to look back at you as the agent for making the advice. At least you didn't lose anything, but that doesn't matter when their friends on the golf course are double-digit returns and they're making 2 or 3%. They forget, you know, that they didn't lose anything when the market crashed. So I get this a lot. You know, how do I explain? What do you recommend? How do I present this cap rate or this renewal rate history to my existing client that may not be happy, may be happy? They call me, they said they got the statement, I need to reallocate the money. The cap rate was 7 and now it's 5. Why did it go down? How do I explain that? So I'm going to ask you point blank, how do you explain renewal rate histories to your clients?
Sure. Well, it really depends. I mean, the rates that you're getting right now are all based on what bond rates are doing, what the options that are backing the index are actually paying, what they can actually invest in right now. And as it renews, you get the opportunity to hit the reset button. And so sometimes it works for the better, where the rates or the caps, the spreads are to the client's favor. Sometimes it goes the other direction. So it really depends on what's in the market at the time of that renewal.
That makes sense. Do you have a certain technique of explaining besides saying to the simple-minded person that doesn't know all that big, you know, high-tech, verbiage that you just use, options, bonds, interest rates? Do you have a simple technique or a simple phrase that you use for the simple-minded folks that may be watching this?
Sure. So when I'm talking about how an index annuity works is I tell them, well, if you have a 1-year crediting method, they're going to end up with the ability to invest that money for one year, but they need to make sure that they get their money back to the client. They need to guarantee that money, and they're not going to go and just put it on the market and cross their fingers. They're going to say, well, maybe we could take 3% of this portfolio and we can leverage the heck out of it between putting in options and futures. They're going to take that other 97%, they're going to put it into a guaranteed account so they know at the end of the year they're going to have 100% of your money back to you. And that's, you know, a little more simplified way of the index crediting strategies and how they actually get that rate.
Very good. Thank you for explaining it that way. My technique, when I'm sitting with a customer and they're asking me about renewal rates, why did it go down? Why did the cap rate go up? I say that the fixed annuities technically are linked to the bond market. And the bond market is ultimately opposite of the interest rate market. So when the interest rate market is really good, the bond rate takes usually about, the bond rate market takes usually about 9 months to adjust to the interest rate market. So these insurance carriers, they buy 30-year treasury bonds. 30-year treasury bonds multiple times over every single year. So sometimes interest rates on those bonds may be higher or lower, and I'm getting pretty technical here, but that's the truth. That's how these renewal rates work. And if a bond portfolio may be decreasing in a current environment, well, those cap rates for a customer has also got to decrease to make the company money and keep the client safe and making a reasonable rate of return as well. So there is no real magic on explaining renewal rates because it can get very technical. You have to have an actuary to really come in here and tell us how to explain the crediting rate adjustments on the caps and the fixed accounts and the spreads and the margins. You know how it goes. So with that being said, we do appreciate you taking your time and allowing us to pick your brain a little bit on a very, very sensitive subject. And again, remember, DFS Marketing, we can help you make more money and deliver better service to your clients. Subscribe to my channel for the latest and greatest updates on the fixed index annuity world and how DFS can help you with your business.